All right, peace and blessings, everybody. It's Saturday, May the 26th, the year 2018. I need a video to document the case of Michelle Roesch. She's a victim of police rape and police abuse, and also a judicial campaign to silence her, to expose the people that did this to her. Some of the same players that went after Jeffrey Weinhaus in order to silence Jeffrey Weinhaus are involved in the case of Michelle Roesch. Let's listen a little bit, and I'll put the link to the news article where you can watch the whole thing yourself. But I just want to give you a little example of this story of Michelle Roesch.
Here's reporter PJ Randawa.
She's a local mother who says 10 years ago a Metro cop raped and beat her. But the worst part, she says, was how the officer recently used the courts to stop her from talking, and how he almost got away with it. For Michelle Roesch, the year 2008 wasn't easy.
I had just gotten out of a domestic violence relationship.
And as often happens with these situations, not long after that,
my ex had broken into my house.
So she got help from two St. Louis Metro police officers who were also brothers. She says they called her ex and got him to back off.
I thought that they were protecting me.
But later that evening, things took a turn for the worse. And it would happen here at this apartment complex where Michelle lived on the top floor. Below her was the cousin of those two officers, a cousin who one night decided to have a party. And she says it was sort of a law enforcement party. And next to her was one of the brothers who'd helped her earlier, in uniform. Michelle says soon he started doing something strange.
He started checking me for needle marks. He took his hands and he just skimmed it down like my arms, my legs, and my feet. He kept trying to take off my shirt. I was like, I'm not a drug addict.
Then she says the 6-foot-plus cop pulled her into the bathroom.
He was pulling out my hair, punching me in the face.
Michelle says then this police officer raped her. And this mother of four says there was no way out.
He had the gun right there the whole time.
So at that point, you're thinking, if I try to leave, he could kill me.
Yeah. You just kind of go along with it. You just let them do.
This is what Michelle looked like when she arrived at the hospital.
Okay, I'll put the link where you can watch the whole thing. The thing that you need to keep in mind about Michelle Roesch is that the prosecutor and a lot of the same players that were trying to silence her so that she could not, she was actually bullhorning the courthouse because she had so many court orders to silence her, and she was calling out the name of a rapist, calling out the name of these people trying to shut her up. And you need to watch the whole story, but a lot of these same players are the same players involved in the case of Jeffrey Weinhaus. So remember Michelle Roesch in your prayers as you say your prayers, and that the God will give her the courage to continue to speak out. Many times, the court officials, the judges, the prosecutors, the police officers will try to intimidate the victim where they will no longer speak up. And my impression is Michelle Roesch is a very brave lady, and she doesn't want this to happen to anybody else. And so continue to keep Michelle in your prayers, and also keep Jeffrey Weinhaus in your prayers. I'll put the link in the information bar, and you can watch the whole story, the whole news report, news video when you have time. Thank you for your time.